Fanboy, what's up? Just setting up the live streams right now. Go. Getting everything in order. Hold on one sec. All right. And I'm back. Darkest Night, what's going on, man? Nolan, what's going on? Final night of Darkest Night, what's going on, man? Nolan, what's going on? So, I just been working on comics, guys, because I just been really busy with shit. And just waiting for commissions. This is the last day to get commissions. I'll be doing commissions over the weekend, and then I will be out of here. If you want to see more of my stuff, you can always go to fuacata.com. But here's some of my sketch cards. These are some available if you're looking for anything like these pairs here. Let me know. These are different cards that I have. This set right now is for sale for $6.50. This is original metal Batman Metal Universe cards. As you can see, they're the original cards from the back. This is going for $6.50 because you will not find a pair in the whole metal set. Only this AP is a pair. It's probably the rarest card you can get for that metal set, I would dare say. Nice, Darkest Night. Fucking Hatebreed. I've never been into Hatebreed too much, but they have a couple of good tunes. I can't remember them right now, but it's too new metal and new for me. Here's a Punisher set. That's $30. My take on Night Thrasher. There. This is another Batman Metal card. That's a Harley Quinn. This one's going for $150. And Frankenstein. That's it. But if you're looking to get a sketch card, you can get an original sketch card from me. And it'll be done on my studio sketch card set, nice 6 stock. Very beautiful, very nice. No complaints. So that's some of the stuff I have going right now. So I've been working on Pharaoh, which is my little weird Iron Man-like book that I'm working on right now. So I do it in pieces. Let me put it this way so you guys can see it. So this is like pretty much like a first panel. A lot of this is going to be photoshopped into a 11 by 17. I do it this way because I can travel with it, work on it. The data center, then the data center is exploded. Then Pharaoh looking on at the smoking wreckage of it. The whole time he was talking, he had some guy holding a gun on him. Guy tells him all this shit. They have a little debate going. Of course, Pharaoh's like, you know who you're really fucking with? And then his motorcycle arrives and hits the guy. He goes flying. He gets on his motorcycle, a la Akira slide, of course. And then these are going to be photoshopped in on that one. His hat, his gun. I should do the radio. He's revving. He's there. We're still having a debate. And that leads us to the next page. So now... shit. I forgot that I was going to work on something for that. we can just pencil. I just don't want it to be an episode of me just noodling around. Now I'm trying to think if I should do. Where's my green clip? And there you go. If you're looking to get anything done, let me know. If you have any questions, I have all my prices on the buy now. One thing I have up is a 9x12 illustration, black and white, $35. If you're looking to get, I have comic book sized illustrations too. So if you're looking to get something like that, and here's a sketch cover. This one, I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to finish it or not. I want to. I'm really happy with it. I'm proud of it, but the paper is so shitty. And the whole thing is I was going to do like a 2-page spread across it like this. And there's going to be a bunch of parademons on Apocalypse while she's kicking ass. But no, I'm not too sure. Because it looks like caca. But I also do sketch covers like this. This is more like a full... And you can frame this sort of. I forgot what frames it is. It'll have a little bit of space, but I've been able to frame these like that. Those go for more like $100 or so. $75 for black and white. This one too. This one was done for Hexware. I like doing these full covers because you can really like play around with it and fuck around and have like space to do stuff, you know? And sometimes these have great freaking paper, and other times it's horrible paper. And so you can't really do too much. But other times, you know, you do what you can with what you have. This is my old DeFranco Visible Woman. Kind of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is a Batman I've done. This one I even turned into a print. That's how much I liked it. But crashing onto the hood of a car, ready to beat somebody's ass. If you're interested in any of these are more, again, Captain America. Sorry for the ring light, guys. Defenders. This is like a Hulk I did against Namor. I was just glad. This is like one of the best Hulks I've ever done. I'm really proud of that piece. Nah, I don't have any Invincible. I can draw like Invincible and Crow. That's no problem. Like I said, I have these comic-sized illustrations. So this is color and black and white. This Gambit. This is literally bristle board, cut to size, and put into a bag and board. So when you buy artwork like this, I think this is cool as shit because like that you can get the work and you can put it in your comic collection. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one I did. This one was a personal piece I did for somebody, and it's gonna go out soon. When it goes out, you get stickers. See, he's gonna be ordering another thing with me, so we kept it separate so we can come all together because he has a bunch of drawings he wants me to do. Same thing with this Spawn, the Spawn sketch cover. This Deadpool. There's a Batman I did after Batman 3 or 4. But I like the idea of Sugar and Spice. I think they could have done something really cool with him as Two-Face. I think it could have been a lot fucking cooler. He played it too much like trying Jim Carrey's energy. And here's a 9x12. Pretty damn big when you think about it. That was a Gambit I did. So there you go. In case you are interested or wanting to get some stuff. And here is some stuff I've done before. I did a comic called Tommy with Creature Entertainment years ago. There's actually the Wild Inks cover. This is Kenny Calderon. He did this with me. This is number 1. This is the other Tommy. That's the sketch cover. I also did covers for Haha for Image Comics. And also Vampirilla. Just to show some of the stuff I've done. And then here's my comic. Fuakata number 1. You get it. You can get it now. If you get it, you get a little sketch in the back. You can always tell me what you want to get. $10. You get a sketch in the back. That's awesome. You can also get this right here, the Kickstarter exclusive sketch cover. There's number 2. This one doesn't have a sketch cover. And then here's the variant for number 3. This is the number 3 regular cover. So we're at number 3, and I'm working on issue 4 right now. So hopefully I'll have that out by the end of August. I'm working on it. So there you go, guys. So I'm going to be working on my comics. I'll be in and out. If you have any questions, I'm live on Twitch, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook right now also. You can find me on those. Watch anything there. Oh, shit. Nice. Oh, thank you, Tado. No, Tad C fan. Albert Lim, what's going on? Tad C fan. Okay. Sweet. Thank you guys so much. Just been grinding lately and just putting stuff out. If you guys ever, you can always read my comics. You can go to fuakata.com, read my comics. You can read everything else. Just like my namesake.com. I wonder. So what I'm trying to do, if you guys can see it, this is the page that I'm working on. And up here is going to be helicopters chasing him on the motorcycle. They're shooting at him. He had then a breakaway panel like this where he's making like a thinking a thought. And then the motorcycles from above keep shooting him that way. And then finally he turns around and the guy in the helicopter who's shooting at him goes, "The hell?" And everything changes. It changed the idea, changed the world. And it looks like he's crashing, but then his motorcycle is actually transforming around him. And now he's like a mech and he shoots the shit out of the helicopter and blows it up. And it says, "But first, bullets." So right here, it's a 6-page little short story. It's going to probably go into Fuakata number 4 or finish number 3. I mean, into number 4 or possibly 5. I'm probably going to put it in. Originally, I was going to put the Fugly first story, but I'm like, it's been up on everywhere. Why put it in the print just yet, you know? Though then that would make it a key issue, wouldn't it? I wonder. Okay, I have the iPad I just put up is older than shit. So I'm just trying to figure out how much I can do with it. I'm just going to look up a certain photograph. And I'm going to have to pencil this all. Oh, son of a bitch. Trying to find. There it is. If you guys are watching from YouTube or anywhere else, if you want, let me know. And which we'll figure out what we're gonna do. Just trying to get the right. Why the things need to be updated. Fuck. I'm not gonna be able to work on my comic because I need to do a lot of reference for that. Or could do. Why is this not allowing me to do shit? There it is. Can you work with an older fucking version of something? There you go. Just had to flip the image around so I can get to. Telling you, I am not a fan of drawing vehicles. I think it's just the straight linedness of it. But ever since I've figured out how to just do straight lines, sometimes like the big straight line helps make it look better. That's what at least I've noticed. Alright, now we're rocking and rolling. Now we're rocking and rolling. Sometimes you have a couple of false starts. You know, I'm like, part of me is like, don't make it look like the Akira bike, but another part of me is like, fuck it, let it look like the Akira bike. It's a good homage. He'd be a bit of a sci-fi nerd. He'd probably be like, hey, it looks fucking cool. So what I want to do with this comic is hopefully in the long run make it like almost a plausible manual for vigilantism. Like I want to use like tips and tricks that I see online, and I've seen just everything from like, hey, how to make a grappling hook and shit, to how to hack systems, how to cut off flock cameras. Because I think we need some of that right now, dude. If you really think about the political landscape that we're in right now, I mean, they're, you know, government's using mask guys. Shouldn't we start using mask guys? I'm telling you, if you rewatch the Watchmen HBO TV show, it starts getting relevant really fast, dude. You start going, oh shit. Because when they talk about masked fucking government agents doing shit, you're like, oh fuck. And yeah. I know. Probably a lot of you are going, don't get political. I just want to fucking read my comics. What the fuck? But the world's political, man. What are you gonna do? It's gonna come on to your fucking door and get political on your fucking skull. You know? That's the unfortunate truth of the matter. Just trying to make sure this is proportionate. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably do a lot of this in pieces. Because there's the whirling helicopters, which I gotta figure out too. Originally, I was gonna have this guy just do a black motorcycle helmet, but a true black motorcycle helmet just looked doofy to me. It looks really fucking big and doofy. And then I said, I'll make the mask simpler. But now I have like the same helmet or mask as the red mask or anybody else, or the red hood with the leather jacket and everything. It's like, oh geez. But But then I also think, who fucking gives a shit? You know, like I'm telling you, a lot of things I got to the point that I just want to tell the story, so I don't give a fuck how he looks at the moment. And so Pharaoh is going to be part of this larger story about a girl that goes out to the West Coast. She goes to meet her friend. She was going through some shit. She goes to a party and meets this guy, and he's amazing. And she falls in love with him and thinks he's awesome. And she even stays on the West Coast for a little bit, a while longer to hang out with him. And he seems to be like this, like, you know, really charming mechanic kind of guy. The only thing is sometimes his job takes him away and he has to go and do stuff. But she seems to understand, and she's, you know, making it. And after a while, she stays with her friend a little bit longer to. Who's going to be like a like a starting Hollywood starlet. Telling you, I should have done this in 11 by 17, but I was just thinking, dude, if I'm traveling, I need something that's portable. 11 by 17 ain't fucking portable, let me tell you. So she falls in love with this guy and all this other shit, and she thinks it's getting. And then, you know, through one thing or another, she starts, you know, noticing weird shit. And isn't until one day he gets accosted by these two fucking huge supervillain dudes and taken away in front of her. And then she does everything in her power to find him. And in the end, finds out. I have two ideas. Either they were hired by him to test her out to see if she's loyal and how she reacts to the supervillain shit. And or it's an actual genuine hit. He survives, and then right there, they find out he is a supervillain of some sort. Not a supervillain, but more of an anti-hero. And then she gets into this world, his world, and then how it's shaken up by her too, because he's fucking gaga over her. I thought it was a sweet story. So pretty much this girl falls for the guy and finds out he's like a fucking anti-hero Iron Man. He doesn't have powers, but he does know his way around the fucking wrench, which makes him all the more fucking dangerous. And so there's a bunch of stuff I always wanted to try to do. I always wanted to do mechs, so this allows me to do mechs. Do kind of cool suits and shit. Do a superhero detective story. So I think it'll be fun. What do you guys think? Are you digging it? Feel free to leave a tip or a like or a fucking something. Check. Hey, Samara Farge. Amateur Die, what's going on? Oh, shit. I X that out back, so it's Amateur Die. This is getting too funky bullshit. Hey, Baba, what's going on? Always. I should put that on there. $100. I will draw you like a French girl. What's new, Babo? It's Friday. What plans you got? Wow. That's just how retail is. Oof. Yeah. The weekends are for everybody else. The bitch, I did it for a while. Well, last year I was working at fucking. When I was working GameStop. I passed by GameStop the other day just because I wanted to sell an old game system I had, and I saw my old boss. And they had closed the store I was at, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I thought we're doing good there. I thought there was no problems. And he was like, oh, no, they raised the rent. I'm like, oh. Because we were right on the Mexican border, and that store is like one of the first things. It's next to a Walmart. It's like one of the first things people see over the border. And dude, you would have people come in all the time, especially last minute, like right before we were closing. We would always have a rush. And it's people buying shit to take over the border. So I was just like, I was like, how the fuck did this one go under? But yes, whether the rent they were made it go up. This kid that used to work with me who fucked up big time. That's how he got fired. He works still at the pawn shop next to us, and they're even thinking about leaving too. Again, with all the shit going on, people raising rents. Wow. Well, hey, are they treating you right? Are you good? I mean, that's the main thing that people don't understand, dude. Like, if you ever have a fucking problem and they treat you right and you get paid right, fuck it. I have no problem with that kind of company loyalty. I was planning to do that when I worked for American, and I quit. And it was the one thing I should have never done was quit American Airlines. I should have fucking stayed on one way or another. I should have held on to that job like a fucking maniac. And it's just because I had a business opportunity. That was ludicrous. That was fucking good to me in Chicago, and I went and did it. But I could have done, I could have still held on to my job in some way. I could have done some other shit. It would have been a bitch, but I could have done it. And I always say the same thing: if it's worth it. And I don't know if you have that where you live, Bobo, but we have had Publix down in Miami, and I knew people. I still know one friend of mine. She's now a manager of a Publix supermarket store, and she's been there. I think she was since she was a teenager. Like that was her. I think it's like her first job and her only job or something like that. Yeah, though they say they rip people off. They're really expensive, which is true. Sometimes I go there. Well, Albertsons is no different. We have Albertsons here, and every time I go there, I'm like, "Hey, you ain't fast much, motherfucker." But whatever. When you gotta buy bread, what the fuck are you gonna do? Either go there or Food King, cost plus food. I don't understand that logo slogan at all. But yeah, they had stock options when she started, so she has stock options in the company, and because it has that, but they don't give that anymore. So even when she hires people and everything else, they ask about it, and she's like, "Yep, sorry, that shit's passed." Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forget what it is. Like sometimes they do it on certain times when they have to get rid of stuff. That was like the whole secret. My friend, I'm telling you, she worked at Publix, and she wouldn't even text me sometimes. Back in the day when she lived near me, she's like, "Hey, BOGO." She would like send a mass text to people like, "This week there's gonna be a BOGO on this," or I read about bagels a lot, so I would always stock up on bagels thanks to her. It's good to know somebody at a grocery store, by the way. That's one of those things, like knowing a dentist. It's like, dude, when you really need it, woo. Well, that too. That will does help out a lot. So I knew a couple, and yeah, there's no discounts, bro. Just so you know, I knew a couple. I never perused in that world, in that, but believe me, I was sorely tempted. I had a friend that she was an escort. She was a prostitute, and we always kept it friendly. We were always very, very cool with each other and everything else. And when I used to run a tattoo shop, she used to come in for tattoos. She knew one of the girl that was doing the piercings. And we just talk shit all the time. And once she like knew that I knew, so then it was like whatever. And it was just funny because sometimes she was just like, dude, she would go a week without working or something, like without seeing a client or nothing. And then she'd be like, dude, this weekend I gotta do all this shit because this guy's coming into town and he wants to see me. And I'm like, oh, cool, like a real romantic and getaway kind of. And she's like, uh huh. And she would just tell me about the guys loading themselves with Viagra and cocaine and then having to fuck like the whole time. But she would make 3 or 4 grand in like 3 or 4 days. I keep that pimp hand strong. Um, yeah, no, and it was just a really interesting talking to her because I was just like, dude, like, I guess whatever, Again, like this is where I come from that idea of like, no one wants to see my butthole and nobody wants to fuck me, so I've never even thought of prostituting myself. But if somebody comes and throws you a shit ton of cash to fuck, and it's the easiest out, I guess you could say, do you say no? And this girl was smart. She had like shit going on and everything else. I remember the last time I talked to her, she was like, Erica's my other partner knew too about her work. And she was like, oh, I'm going to go to real estate school. And I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, that's cool. And he was already like, yeah, I've seen that genre of porn. Like what, when they can't pay the rent, they kind of. And she was already rolling her eyes because she had done porn also, and so we had friends who knew her from that. Super hot, super fucking hot chick, dude. And only one time, jokingly, I said something like, me, I'm just, because she was like, oh, what are you gonna do tonight? And blah blah blah. And I was just like closing up the store. I was like, I'd probably go home and just fucking look out into the darkness and jerk off. It's like, well, if you need company, I'm like, I was like, I don't think I can afford your rates. That's A. And B, I don't know. I just thought it was for myself. I'm not judging anybody. I just think it was a little ooky, like to go and I don't pay a girl to fuck me. It's like, really? That's just my take. I'm not fucking shitting on anybody for doing it. If it stops the craziness, fuck yeah, dude. I think prostitution should be totally legal. If that's your thing, that's your thing, and you go for it. And then you can make rape a capital fucking crime. Because then if you do, you have no excuses, and they should fucking set you on fire. Juan Navarro, fuck it out for president, 2028. What's up? Do not tell my wife. We were just talking about things you do not tell your wife. My other friend, she actually did OnlyFans. And I think I've told this story before. She just sold me weed. And she did it for a long time. She was always selling weed. And I was like, hey, what's up? Every time I think I didn't really buy weed. I always picked up weed for other people or some shit. And luckily for me, she would even hook me up because I would hook her up. I remember a long time ago before that, she used to sell cigarettes out of her car. And that shit was iffy as fuck. There were times I was like, where the fuck are you getting all these cigarettes from? She's like, don't worry about it. And so she would hook me up. I remember I smoked Winston's for a long time because for some reason she always had Winston's. And she would hook me up with what I was guessing was stolen ass fucking Winston cigarettes. And remember she got out of it. Well, she was still selling weed and she was still doing it. We actually hung out one time. I think we watched a movie at her place and we were just talking shit there on her couch. And I went, hey, can I use the bathroom? And she goes, yeah, just go down the hall to the right. And I was like, all right, cool. And I was going down the hall and I opened a door and there's just a gym bench with a fucking dildo stuck on it with a camera in front on a laptop. And I went, that's sure as hell not the fucking bathroom. That's not the bathroom. And she was like, oh no, to the left. And like, oh shit. And yeah. So that was her setup. And then she was telling me about it and everything else. And then she got out of it. I didn't see her for a while. We didn't I only saw her like once and twice here and there. I think like Art Basel and a couple other things. and in Miami, and I would see her here and there. We talking shit, and then she went back to selling weed, and my friend told me, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking weird." And then one day she came into the tattoo shop, and we were talking shit, and then I go, "Hey, what happened with the fucking thing? Like, I thought you were making banger money with that shit." And she said the biggest problem, because I was terribly curious, because I was like, how's OnlyFans work? How is this? And blah, blah, blah. And once we were talking about it, and she even got to the point of like, why do you want to know so much? Like, kind of got suspicious. I'm like, because I'm going to put my butthole on fucking camera and charge people. Like, what the fuck? I just thought it was really interesting. And to this day, I have like a good couple of friends, girls I know that are on OnlyFans. But it's not ludicrous for everybody, man. Everybody thinks like, oh, you're on OnlyFans, you must be making buku bucks. It's like, nah. The one thing that you could do is you can con your way to getting a sugar daddy. But my friend, she was not like that. She was terribly fucking ridiculously independent. It's like, look at this way. I think I remember her one time. We went to McDonald's and I held the door for her. And she was like, afterwards, she was like, why were you holding the door for me? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm being friendly. You're my friend. I was like, and even she was like, okay, I'm being an asshole. It was the weirdest shit. Only hands. Yeah, one friend of mine, she was doing really great too on that shit. And it was only, what's it called? She's still doing stuff. She models all over the place. And she always, like, is posting and shit like that. She still does pretty good. Um, I don't want to say her real name, but I think if you look her up, it's Goblin Goddess or something on. But I've known her for years. When I lived in LA, I lived in San Francisco actually, but I worked a lot in LA, and went back there a lot. And she's a model there. She did really cool. She was doing like merchandise at one point, like these. I remember I helped her design some matches. I think I have some of those matches somewhere. I just saw them the other day, and I was like, oh shit. I was so surprised that I still had them. Why do I keep the razor blades here? Brett Barletta. So yeah, I still had some kind of dirty. I actually helped design these, so that's one of her. She's another. Oh, another one. I had like a set. Like I said, I helped design most of them. Just putting it together. There you go. Yep, I still have all three. And that's another one that she did. She sold like these like fucking hotcakes, dude. It was insane. So I helped design those for her. She's super tall, super gorgeous, super cool person. Very, very. She's been doing it for a while. She does a lot of lingerie modeling and and yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I suspected, she has an OnlyFans also. Um, Again, man, like it's hard for me to judge. The other thing, I remember having a whole debate with her and another friend of mine that I don't talk to anymore. She's just, way off on the fucking deep end with some of your bullshit. Well, we had this argument about like, if you're gonna be that free with your body and everything else, like, there's shit that you're gonna have to prep for. Like, some people don't respond well to that. They don't want anything to do with it, and they're like, how can they judge us? I'm like, we judge everything. you know, if you're promiscuous or not promiscuous or this or that, it's like anything. If you drink too much, if you have too, because we're talking about an ex that she had that was a fucking drug addict, and I'm like, the next person is gonna judge that, and you might have some stupid bitch that be like, I can fix him, but and she was like, but I'm like, yeah, but like somebody may look at it and say, oh, she's done porn. I don't want to be with her, and she was so offended by that. They're like, why would they do that? Why would they say that? Why would they? I'm like, because it's just what their fucking preference and what they know, and what they know is shit, and I'm not agreeing with them. But even for myself, I'm like, how do you fucking get into at least a relationship? Everything else is whatever. If you're just sitting there having fun, but it's something to take into account. And she's like, it's not fair to be judged by stuff that you've done in the past. But I'm like, we do it all the time. Like, we do that anyway, in innocuous things, not even about sexuality. You can't blame people for that. You just have to be prepared. There's a lot of people out there that, again, knocking boots and having a good time, they're not going to give a fuck. They're not going to judge. They don't give a fuck at the moment. But now, if you want to come to Thanksgiving, there people are going to say, fuck that. No. And what can you do? So that's the danger of it. Right or wrong, that's what it is. I've seen it happen with the opposite. People get religious and they don't want to have anything to do with them. And I'm like, that's fine. It just depends. As long as you're not like snake handling at the table, I don't really give a shit. What's up, Hobby Comic? What's up, Flip the Vinyl? Just trying the rest of this motorcycle. Getting as much done. I kind of want to have this comic done by the time I hit the road, so then I can finish it up on the computer while I'm traveling. I got another job interview next week, and I'm gonna have to do it in Zoom from Spain, like at 9 at night. So hopefully that'll be awesome. It's a school I really want to teach at. It's far as shit. But it's considered like in the farmlands. It's a high school that's out there, south of El Paso. But I've had family members that have taught there before. So pray for me. Make sure I can get the job. Because the kids are supposed to be really cool. Sometimes that's the thing. Like, I taught a lot in what you could call the inner city, but also a lot of suburb fucking kids. And you get the mix, man. I mean, sometimes you can't go and make it and say, oh, all of them are bad. No. Sometimes the bad ones just eclipse the good ones. That's the only thing. And then suburb kids, like, a lot of times they're just spoiled brats. That's all it comes down to. Like, their grandmothers still cut their steak and shit, And then they're trying to be tough with you, and you're like, what the fuck? There's so many kids that they try to act like they're fucking crazy, like, oh man, don't mess with me, bro. And I'm just like, dude, I wouldn't, because I don't want to get fired or go to jail, but if not, I would peel your skull open in 2 seconds. Like, I just look at him like, wow, if I was your age, I'd be beating the shit out of you right now. Because it's not even that they're bad. It's just they're fucking arrogant as shit. And they're disconnected from reality. They come at you with this energy and they don't realize, like, dude, in the real world, they'll fuck you up for this. and they would peel your skull off your fucking skull or your head. You know, like it was just. But the thing is that I always say the same thing. Whatever you don't teach your kids, life is gonna teach your kids, and you're not gonna like it when life teaches them, because it does not pull fucking punches. A lot of times, if the kids don't fucking learn, oh, you're being a piece of shit now, cool, man, cool. Just know. The only thing I get mad about is that sometimes the kids get out of hand, and I'm like, you don't understand, dude. You're in a nice learning atmosphere that like people care about, and there's laws right now in place that'll stop you from. But there's some places, dude, and I would tell them the same thing. Like a lot of times, like some of the kids say the N word way too fucking much, man, and it's like they think it's a joke, but using that shit. One thing is in passing. I know how it is. I'm from Miami. People use the N word just to make their teeth whiter, but they'll use the N word for like this time. Like, dude, there was a kid that wasn't my student, but was my friend's student, and he kept saying that something. And some guy came up to him at a bus stop. He was there waiting to get the bus. Something happened. He said some shit. He said the N word to this gentleman who was not right in the head, and the guy fucking shot him. And luckily, the kid survived. But like, that kid was like, I think he missed the whole grade. Like he was like in a breathing tube, like some shit. Like I don't think that kid fucking chews normal nowadays. And over something stupid like that, and I was just, man, I cannot illustrate enough. The world is amazing, fabulous, awesome place all the time. It's amazing. It's very fucking dangerous, dude. I can't tell you enough. And nobody has outsmarted the world. Nobody. The world will fucking get you one way or another. And the only thing you can do is be aware and best prepared as possible. And even then, you might get fucked. But don't bring it, motherfucker. Don't bring the shit to you. And that's the only thing that happens with some of these. And they're like, I don't know why. People else don't fucking get it. I don't know. They'll get it one way or another. These are the kind of stuff I want to put in my comics. I always say that this is like, I look at a lot of like, I know some people have some really strong opinions about Louis C.K. But if you ever look at his body of work and some of the stuff he's done and the storytelling that he does, and comedy he does, and everything else, I really want to read Ingram, his book, just to see how and where he's coming from with it. Shit, I should have done this before. So then you have to have like a board under it, just because it starts imprinting on the paper, and then later on, if I go to the next page and I'm penciling, it's indented. Kind of made it more like the Wreck-Gar motorcycle bike from Transformers the movie. Again, if you guys are looking for anything, let me know. You can always go under my buy now if there's anything you want to purchase. Last day for commissions. So then I'm gonna have like 2 helicopters here. And I'm gonna be shooting at them. Hopefully the line working. Gonna fucking. Happy with that wheel. Some of these pencils. Now my favorite, how I take a water brush and I start doing the shading. If you hear opera in the background, that's my wife. She's practicing. Mm. Motorcycles, bro. Bitch to fucking draw. Ah, thanks, Sandman. Again, a drawing like this can be yours for a low, easy price of whatever the hell you look at size that you want. Looking for. I'm just keeping this empty because, like I said, I'm going to Photoshop it and put it on a road and everything else. I just wanted to get this taped. Oof, that was a 2-hour session. That's not bad. Not bad at all for 2 hours. All right, guys. Well, it looks like I'm going to be wrapping it up. Like I said, this is going to be probably the last one for the next 2 weeks. I will be out till like the 27th. That week, I should be back. Yeah. 28, 29. Yeah, probably last week of July, I'll probably be back doing stuff. And so I got these. I got this. There you go. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, you can always go on my. Yes. You can always just order from there. I will be, I think I already placed it on vacation mode starting next week. I have it on my eBay store, on whatnot. I mean, if you're willing to wait, you can always get stuff through there. If not, you can always directly hit me up too. And we can always do like PayPal. I can work on it while I'm gonna have art supplies and everything else because I will have some downtime while I'm over there. So if you ever need me to do stuff or work on stuff, I can. Just that with whatnot, having to have a 2 day turnaround to do everything, it's not too feasible. Hold on, I can't see it from my. Sketch card. Why is it freaking out of the trip? Thank you, sir. I will. I might hit up a couple of comic shops. I might do a couple of shots from over there. You're gonna see some stuff on my Instagram. Ah, yes. There is no such thing as free titties. Titties always come with a price. Thank you, sir. Like I said, I'll be on Instagram and on my Substack. I'll probably do a Substack on Monday anyway. I'm gonna do a Substack attack on there. So you can subscribe to the go to fuagata.com. Just subscribe there. Get the emails for free. You can subscribe for free. Or of course you can always join as a member. And yeah, and we'll see each other through there. Of course, always. I when do I not, Babo? Anytime I see anything Kevin Smith or Clerks. I saw you put that picture the other day on Facebook when you got to meet Kevin and Jay. That's cool. The what was it? The View Askew-verse book from Marvel says that Silent Bob can pick up Thor's hammer. That was crazy. I was like, oh, that's a fucking cool thing. I gotta pick up that book. I want to read it. I want to like. Man, if they only did sketch covers of that, did they do any sketch covers for that? Of course he did. Of course he did. I liked his Green Arrow run on DC. I didn't dig his Daredevil run that much, but I remember his Green Arrow run. I got into it. So Man, I mean, sketch covers. I'll go out of my way to see if I can get those. Even though my comic shops locally have been fucking shitty, but I can. I think I can talk to this guy and nudge him hard for them. All right, let me check. I'm gonna head out now. Just checking all the other live streams. Little white paint, yeah, I know. Oh yeah, that's true. It could be done. All right, yeah. All right, I just do this a lot. I don't know why I like saying doing this. It's like, yeah, it's fucking done. All right, I'm happy with this. Guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys, I guess, later on this month. Everybody enjoy themselves. Stay safe, stay cool. And I'll talk to you laters.